Hello there and welcome to this deep dive into the often turbulent waters of Indian politics and one of its most vocal critics, Arundhati Roy. She's a Booker Prize-winning novelist which, let's be honest, is like winning the literary lottery. But instead of retiring to a life of champagne and caviar, she decided to wade into the messy world of political commentary. And boy did she make a splash. Roy is known for her scathing critiques of the Indian government. We're talking full-on verbal grenades lobbed with the precision of a seasoned activist. She's taken aim at everything from India's nuclear program to its handling of the Kashmir conflict, and she doesn't exactly pull her punches. Think of her as the verbal equivalent of a Vindaloo curry, fiery, intense, and likely to leave a lasting impression. Now, some people love her for it. They see her as a fearless champion of the marginalized, a voice for the voiceless. Others, not so much. They find her shrill, hyperbolic, and more than a little self-righteous. They accuse her of cherry-picking facts to fit her narrative and ignoring the complexities of the issues she tackles. So who's right? Well, buckle up, dear readers, because we're about to embark on a wild ride through Roy's most controversial claims. We'll separate the wheat from the chaff, the facts from the fiction, and see if we can't find some semblance of truth amidst all the noise. Arundhati Roy first burst onto the literary scene with her debut novel, The God of Small Things, which won the Booker Prize in 1997. This novel, with its intricate narrative and deep emotional resonance, catapulted her to international fame. However, it wasn't long before she transitioned from fiction to fierce political activism. Her essays and speeches have been a clarion call against what she perceives as injustices and systemic failures in Indian society. Roy has faced legal challenges and threats for her outspoken views, yet she remains undeterred. Her resilience in the face of adversity has only solidified her status as a formidable voice in contemporary discourse. One of her most notable contributions is her unwavering support for marginalized communities. She has traveled extensively across India, documenting the struggles of those often ignored by mainstream media. Environmental issues are also close to her heart. Roy has been a vocal critic of large-scale development projects that displace indigenous communities and wreak havoc on the environment. Her bold statements often ignite fierce debates on television and social media, polarizing public opinion. While some hail her as a truth-teller, others dismiss her as a provocateur. Despite the controversies, Roy's contributions to literature and activism have earned her numerous accolades. Her ability to blend storytelling with activism makes her a unique and influential figure. As we delve deeper into her narratives, it's essential to approach her work with an open mind. Whether you agree with her or not, there's no denying that Arundhati Roy has left an indelible mark on the world. So let's turn the pages of her life and work, and explore the myriad ways in which she challenges, provokes, and inspires. Let's start with her 2019 article, "The Silence is the Loudest Sound," shall we? This piece is a quintessential example of Roy's fearless and unflinching critique of the Indian government. It's not just an article, it's a manifesto, a call to arms for those who feel voiceless and oppressed. It's a real humdinger, folks. The kind of article that makes you sit up and take notice, whether you agree with her or not. It's provocative, it's bold, and it pulls no punches. In this piece, Roy unleashes a torrent of criticism against the Indian government's actions in Kashmir, particularly its decision to revoke Article 370. She paints a vivid picture of the turmoil and unrest that followed, describing the streets filled with protesters and the heavy military presence that descended upon the region. Now, for those of you who haven't brushed up on your Indian constitutional law lately, and really, who has the time? Article 370 was this special provision that gave the state of Jammu and Kashmir a degree of autonomy. It was a unique arrangement, a kind of legal exception that recognized the distinct identity and needs of the region. Think of it like that friend who always insists on ordering something different from the menu, even though everyone else is perfectly happy with the set meal. It's a way of acknowledging that sometimes, one size doesn't fit all. The Indian government's decision to revoke Article 370 was like telling that friend, "Look, we're all having the same thing, and that's final." It was a move that sought to bring uniformity, but at the cost of erasing the unique status that Jammu and Kashmir the injustices being perpetrated, and to take a stand. Whether you agree with her or not, there's no denying the power of her words and the impact they have had on the discourse surrounding Kashmir. Her writing has sparked conversations, debates, and even protests. It's a testament to the power of the written word and its ability to influence public opinion and inspire action. In a world where silence often prevails, Roy's voice is a clarion call for justice and change. And so, as we delve deeper into her work and the controversies it has sparked, let's keep in mind the courage it takes to speak out, to challenge the status quo, and to fight for what one believes in. Arundhati Roy's Symphony of Accusations is more than just noise, it's a powerful testament to the enduring struggle for justice and human rights. Okay, let's take a deep breath and unpack some of these claims, shall we? First off, the whole rogue state thing. It's a catchy phrase, sure, but it's also a pretty serious accusation. Rogue states, by definition, are countries that flout international law, support terrorism, and generally make the world a more dangerous place. Think North Korea, not the world's largest democracy. India, for all its flaws, doesn't exactly fit that bill. It's a member of the United Nations, a signatory to countless international treaties, and a key player in global organizations. It's got a thriving economy, a vibrant civil society, and a pretty decent human rights record, all things considered. Yes, there have been instances of human rights abuses in India, as there have been in every country on earth. But to label India a rogue state based on these incidents is a bit like condemning a restaurant because you found a hair in your soup once. It's a gross exaggeration that ignores the bigger picture. Section 4, Massacres and Misinformation: Unraveling the Kashmir Narrative. Now let's move on to Roy's claims about massacres and human rights abuses in Kashmir. Arundhati Roy, a prominent author and activist, has been vocal about the situation in Kashmir, often highlighting the plight of the Kashmiri people and the alleged atrocities committed by the Indian state. Her narrative, however, is not without its critics. This is where things get a little more complicated. The history of Kashmir is a tangled web of political, social, and religious threads, each contributing to the current state of affairs. Understanding this complexity is crucial to forming a balanced view. There's no denying that there has been violence in Kashmir. The region has seen numerous clashes between militants and security forces, resulting in significant loss of life and property. The scars of these conflicts are visible in the daily lives of the people. It's a region with a long and bloody history of conflict, and both India and Pakistan have been accused of human rights violations. The line of full spectrum of the Kashmiri experience. Section 5. India versus Pakistan. A false equivalence? And this brings us to one of the most problematic aspects of Roy's writing, her tendency towards moral equivalence, especially when it comes to India and Pakistan. In her view, both countries are equally guilty of wrongdoing in Kashmir, both are equally oppressive, both are two sides of the same coin. This kind of simplistic equivalence is not only inaccurate but also deeply unhelpful. It ignores the vast differences between India, a flawed but functioning democracy, and Pakistan, a country with a long history of military coups and a troubling relationship with extremist groups. To equate the two is to ignore the realities on the ground and to let Pakistan off the hook for its role in the Kashmir conflict. It's a bit like saying that a schoolyard bully and the kid who finally snaps and punches back are equally to blame for the fight. Sure, they both threw punches, but the context matters.